special episode. It's the 50th episode. Woo! And what better way to spend it than with my favorite boys, TreeHouse. What's up, dudes?
What's up? How's it going?
It's good meeting here at the Lazy Pirate again. I think that was the last time that we got to talk, you know? It's the first time I've got you in an interview, so I'm really good. You know, I'm really excited. So let's go ahead and we'll start with the basics. Let's just introduce yourselves. Let everyone know who you are, what you do.
I'm Chris Hatt, bass player at TreeHouse.
Boom. We got Miss Y'all.
I'm
Jeremy.
Jay.
Yes, absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out. We're here at the Lazy Pirate in Carolina Beach for the wonderful Sunday Reggae Festivus. It's in full effect. It's 421 today. L-Dub just got done, so they're about to hit the stage in not too long, but they would love to come sit and talk with me for a little bit, so I'm very thankful. Thank you guys. So what have you guys been up to? I know yesterday, 420 Fest, Raleigh, right?
Yeah, we had a great time at Lincoln Theater in Raleigh with Sons of Paradise, Crucial Fire,
yeah,
Evan Button, DJ Roche, and it was a packed crowd. It was an awesome celebration.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, we get to have a little nice, relaxing little reggae day of music, you know, here at the Pirate, per usual. I know you guys have had actually a pretty busy last couple of months, really. You've been all over the place.
Yeah, it's been action-packed.
Yeah? So South by Southwest, is this, you know, how was that? You guys got to go all the way down to Texas? Yeah?
We did the official showcase with Spirit Airlines at South by Southwest. And
Boom!
we got to check out a lot of stuff. We stayed for most of the week there, so we just kind of indulged in the whole
just let the experience
festivities.
take you
There was
over.
a lot going on, so it was a lot to take in. I think it might take a few years going back to check it out. But we actually flew into there from the VI Jam Fest in the Virgin Islands. So
That's
we kinda
right.
it was the first time, you know, like Rockstar flying out to
you got to cross some waters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
How
my
was it?
first
Yeah?
time.
Really?
First time, for
That's
sure.
so sick.
I was like, oh, I'm flying over water right now.
You're like,
cool.
is this real life?
It's a great vibe.
You got to do a Music for Miles video, right, with Spirit Airlines?
We did. We just
me a little about
periodically just kind of document whenever Spirit Airlines hooks us up, and we, you know, they give us music for miles, and we get to travel around and play, basically do what we do, but they help us do it, and we just basically show our experience of all the beautiful things that we get to experience, and how they help us to do that.
Cool. I like it. So, you know, let's go ahead. You guys are no stranger to the road. So do you have a must-have in the tour van? Go-to, thing you need. You're about to set out for 8-12 hours. What do you got? What do you bring?
I was gonna say a pillow is always nice, because you know there's always like an hour into the tour. It's like, I forgot my pillow.
No!
And then you gotta, man, I've had to use my book bag full of.
Then you gotta get creative.
For you know, it was like a rock.
Oh yeah. You quickly realize the regrets with no pillow. Comfort is key on the road.
Then it's also just, if you gotta, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
This
so
is true. This is true.
figure it out.
That's the way of the musician life, I think so.
I mean,
You gotta adapt.
the successful ones, I believe so.
Yeah, for sure. What about you? What do you gotta bring?
My normal thing is always external batteries. Always keeping that phone charged and always having your phone on you.
Boom.
You end up in some very...
Have you had experience? There's only one reason someone warns you about that.
Being alone in downtown Chicago was an experience, to say the least.
It only takes once.
Yeah.
We did leave Joe at a gas station one time.
In Miami.
In Miami.
Yeah, we had no idea. We didn't know, like, we showed up.
We were like, he's gonna be so mad, and he just like walks up like, hey guys.
He's like, hey guys, thanks for
Yeah, it
coming
worked
back
out.
to get me.
It worked out. Then a few weeks ago, we were basically stranded in Toledo. We just we finished the show with Tropidelic, and our battery just cut off, lights cut off on the road, and we just happened to be able to wheel into a gas station. And then none of us had charged our phones in time, so we were just all like, well, sleeping here for the night.
Cool.
Figure it out tomorrow.
This is home.
Yep.
Yeah,
This
that's
is home now.
tomorrow's
This is me.
person's problem. I feel like, yeah, every day is something new on the tour life. I can only imagine.
It is. Well, now at this point,
Surprises
nothing,
never cease.
Yeah, nothing surprises us anymore. It's like,
I feel like, yeah, you're
that figures. That's the.
all right,
next
we're
thing
doing
that
this now.
happened.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
It honestly, again, works out better that way. If
They're
you don't,
predictable, but still,
you don't got enough time or energy to throw a fit
Right.
about every little thing, you know. And then if you make the best out of it, the best will come out of it.
Yeah, that's where you get cool stories, right?
Yeah.
At least.
The
Yeah, at
stories you
least.
get to come tell me, you know. So what's the day in the life, TreeHouse? This morning you woke up in a new city, what does it look like behind the scenes, before the doors open and everyone gets to the venue? What are you guys doing?
We woke up, I ate my friend's cereal.
Good. What kind of cereal?
Oh, it was chocolate toast crunch or something like that.
Chocolate toast crunch?
Wait, who is this friend? Where can we get this hookup?
I don't know, man. It was a special. I ate all of them.
Yeah, okay,
I
understandable, because if I was in the same position, I would have done the same.
So I like to start somewhere there. Usually we're like, and we all got to wake up and wake each other up.
Kind of recharge your own batteries.
Yeah.
And then getting into it, find the food that everybody can eat. 6 people or so, it's always tough to, like, well, I want this, well, I want this. I don't care what I want. Well, what do you want? I don't want that.
Yeah, right. I don't know. What do you want?
So, and then we're like, oh man, we're almost late. And so we go, and then we show up. We're like, and then we're on stage and we're playing, and they're like, and everyone's like, oh man, and they're like, oh, and then it's over.
And then it's all blurred. And then you wake up and you do it all over again.
Yeah.
That's the glamorous musician life, right?
Right. And there's parts in there that are beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. Those moments where you get, back what you guys put in, which is a really great job about music and the whole community as a whole. That able to connect with all these peoples and everywhere, across the country and across waters. You get to make those connections with, people that are directly affected by your guys' music. They get to relate firsthand, and then when they get to talk, you're like, oh my God, it's TreeHouse.
Yeah.
I know that's how I was when I first met y'all, because I had been a fan for a couple years, and I was like, I remember seeing you at the House of Blues, and it was really awesome. And now you guys are here. It's like, okay. So you guys, I'm a big fan.
Well, thank you. It's always surprising and amazing and funny, all the different levels. Like a lot of places we play for years. We have friends from years. And I mean, a lot of friends could have started out like that, like,
right.
Man, we guys just like have dinner with me. We're like, sure, fuck yeah,
cool.
And then someone like, all right, man, we're out for dinner again. Let's just keep doing this.
Yeah.
We're friends now.
Now we BFFs forever.
So
we love our dinner friends.
Yeah.
we like dinner. We like dinner a lot.
Yeah.
I like breakfast.
That's the way to TreeHouse's heart. Cereal,
yeah,
a nice dinner, some
but
candles.
I mean,
It's like,
friendship.
you want a place to stay and dinner?
Yeah. Boom, sold. So let's throw it way back. Let's ask you guys how you guys were first introduced to music, and you realized that was going to be a really pivotal role in your life, honestly. What kind of brought you to this crazy lifestyle?
Mine was, I never seen anyone play guitar in front of me actually in front of me until I was 16 years old, and it was my friend Sammy, her little brother. He could play every Jimi Hendrix song, note for note.
Dang.
And he just slammed it right in front of
Shred,
my face.
dude.
And I was just forever changed there, and there was and it was, purely sober, complete natural, just poof.
Just in awe, just kind of really captivated by the moment.
And from that moment, it was like I was changed where I was like, I want to play music, and I played guitar for the most part, and then I got forced into being a guitar bass player a long while ago, and then I got so much better at it.
You're just like, no looking back now.
Yeah.
What about you? I know you do a lot of solo and acoustic stuff too. So I feel like, is that where you started? Just kind of playing in your room?
I started learning piano when I was 8, so
Really?
I started learning music through piano, and but I, as a little kid, just hummed. I got in trouble for humming too much and stuff. So
Detention
it was always,
for humming.
Yeah, annoyingly musical, I guess.
It's like it's just always there.
I gotta get it out, or I'll go
Everything is a
crazy.
rhythm. Everything is a melody.
Yeah, tapping on the desk and stuff, man.
That good pencil drum.
Yeah.
Oh man, throw me some
That's
pencil
where it all
drums.
started, right there, and then I knew.
Now here we are.
Yeah, so I just enjoyed playing music, and then playing music, jamming with other people, always kind of just opened up new. I was like, whoa, I didn't even think about it like that, and then picking up from there. But I didn't really think about the touring musician lifestyle or approach or career.
It kind of just like
Yeah, just it's a whole other thing. I mean, I get why a lot of people are just like, I'm gonna sit home and play music.
Yeah.
I like it like that.
I can imagine it's hard. It's a lot of hours a day, you know.
It is, and
it's hours away from home, you know.
It started from the joy of just wanting to play music, and then it's like, well, we played in front of our friends 1,000 times. Maybe we should try playing in front of some other people.
Right?
But they're in another city. Well, let's do it.
Well, let's see if they like it, you know? What's the worst that happens, you know?
So we just, and then also use it as a great excuse to travel and see as much of the world as we can. And that's beautiful people
the beautiful,
all over.
You know, magic that is being a touring musician, as hard as it might be. What advice would you give the younger versions of yourself? If you could, you know, sit down in front of them and be like, hey, baby Jeremy. Hey, baby Chris. Hear me out.
I wish I would have been like, stop playing baseball and play it and convince your parents to buy you an instrument.
Be like, these hands were meant for something. I don't know if it was baseballs.
I'm really good at that too.
Yeah?
But, you know, it's like, oh man, if I was like 5 years old and like learning, instead of like 10 years later.
Right.
I would say, I mean, time is so valuable, and it basically, like I started doing things for several years out of just the basic joy to do it, and to try out new things. So I didn't really approach this as like a strategy from the beginning, like, all right, you got to do this by this time and this by this. I was just like, hey, let's see what happens.
Yeah, then all of a sudden you meet someone new and they're just like, hey, come jam.
And then like, so slowly, you know, I'm like, well, I want to keep doing this, so how can I figure out how to keep doing this or do it better so that I can keep doing this? Right. And I'm still learning that today. So,
every day's a new day. It's a new lesson to be learned.
I would think, you know, there's a lot of expenses in being a musician as a career, and I think learning recording would have helped a lot, because now it's all about just putting out that content. Right. If you're like, I can go home and do that right now, that's a lot better than like, well, I got to pay a lot of money for this dude.
Yeah, we're looking at like 7 months, you know.
Yeah, and then we got to make the money, so.
Right.
Well, you know.
I mean, really, you could put out a song like every day if you really wanted to.
Yeah, straight from your bedroom, and I mean, content is king.
You do. I mean, you guys do a really great job. You're very proactive. You know, you're out there, you know, networking. You're there talking with the fans, and especially online. You know, because you got, you know, your fan pages on Facebook, which is a really great way that everyone can stay connected. You always, you know, are doing live videos from the different cities you're in, and making sure that everyone, you know, can take that journey with you guys.
Of course.
You know, even if they can't be there, or if someone wanted to be there, and you know, they had to work. I know so many people that are just like watching it, like after me.
Oh yeah.
Like, like under the desk, just like. It's good.
Yeah, and that's just more of what we try out as we keep going on. Like we, you know, our friends are, you know, we meet people, their videographers trying out new setup. You know, we're like, hey, let's try it out together and see what happens.
Collaborations, you know?
Man. So yeah, I mean, it's a whole world. You know, it's not just a band. It's not just music. It's not just. I mean, there's so much involved in it that we can all do something cool together.
Yeah, right.
You know?
So many pieces, you know, to the puzzle, cogs in the machine that are just kind of working together simultaneously. That builds up this great community that, you know, we've been able to, especially here in the Carolinas, you know, I feel like there's just like a really good, tight-knit, positive energy, and it is kind of perpetuated through you guys' music, you know, and the message that you're sending. And I think it's great because I know there's a lot of, you know, kids and stuff that show up to shows, especially like at the Lazy Pirate, and really just look at you guys and kind of, you know, just feel inspired, you know, and you might be that step to pushing them in that direction, like, hey, maybe I could play music.
That is definitely inspiring for us. You know, again, we started playing more for our peers, but then, you know, now, especially after this song, our peers are full families of their own, and so it's awesome when we get to play in an event where we see the whole family and the whole community able to
make
vibe together.
That full
it's not like
picture, you know.
Yeah, and then definitely seeing that. I mean, I've seen kids like, you know.
Like you see that.
Yeah, because I mean, that was what kept me so long that I didn't experience that early on. I said, wow, that you can do that with music? Right. Like, that's so cool.
Right.
Like, you know, trumpet's cool, but nobody told me you can.
Right, you can do, there's so many possibilities.
Band, you know?
Yeah.
No, I definitely love it. Horns are my thing. Every time I, like, that's what really, like, the first time I saw you guys, like, and you pulled out that trumpet, I was like, oh my God, like, it just like amplifies that energy too, I think, you know, especially when you kind of like juggle those different hats, you know.
Yeah, it explodes whenever he throws that horn, everybody.
Yeah.
Like, everybody's eyes were aroused a little bit more.
Right. They're like, oh, okay, Treehouse. All right, so super hard question. Hard or soft tacos?
Soft tacos. Everybody said soft tacos.
Another one for soft, dude.
Why are you gonna struggle? Now I did watch an episode and I agree. A hard taco only if you wrap it in a soft taco with cheese in between. What is that called? A gordita crunch?
It's gotta be. No, I don't tell you.
Or are we not allowed to say that? Is that trademark?
Or what used to be the Beer Man tacos
no.
at Firebedded Lounge, which I miss so much.
That's the best way to go. I swear, it's soft tacos, then the double, then hard tacos. Really, it's low. It's low on the.
That's just what they try to pawn off on you as a side.
They do. Be like, we're not taking it. We know the truth now, and that's what the Kaya is trying to spread the word on soft tacos.
And there you have it.
There you go.
There you go.
Treehouse said it, so you know it's true. All right, so let's shout out everything you got going up in this upcoming year for the Kaya fam.
Okay, well, we're coming up on Bless the Woods Music Festival, and I think this is maybe our third or fourth time doing it over the years in Fairplay, Maryland. It's an awesome fest. I think we got our brothers, the Elevators and Indubious on it. And we're actually linking up with Indubious at the Festival of Fire camp out in Ohio, June 16th or 15th, with our brother Bubba Love. We're opening for Pacifier at the Boathouse in Myrtle Beach on June 9th. And we have Wookiefoot's Shangri-La Festival in Minnesota this Labor Day weekend with Indubious, The Movement, Tropodelic, Satsang, whole list of awesome stuff going on.
Not gonna mess them for people.
That's right. And we have new music coming out later this year.
Dun dun dun! All right, well, I'm excited. Honestly, every time you come around, I'm really glad that you guys take a second, to talk to us.
Thanks for having us.
I know you got to get on the stage soon, but Kaya fam, we got a lot of things coming your way. A lot of content coming from Treehouse. We've got a great set that you guys are going to play today. I'm really excited.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you guys again. Until we meet in another city, Kaya fam. It is the 50th episode, so this is a very special time. So we're very, 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 very stoked to have our brothers Treehouse here.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you guys.
Love you.
Kaya fam.